Okay, I want to just real quickly talk about class participation and how I'm going to be evaluating that. One of the reasons I use Classroom Salon is it provides me some really interesting analytic tools for seeing what's going on with these discussions, and so I just want to share these. Now what I've done is I've blocked out everybody's names except for mine, but what this allows me to do is take, for instance, a look at any particular name and see how many comments they've given, how long they are, what kind of questions they've asked, how many questions they've replied to, and this consistency tells me how often they're showing up. The higher the number, the better. So this is, for instance, a nice little spreadsheet. I can look at, for instance, on any particular text, I can look at, so this is Moderate Magistra, I can see when all the comments came in, when they tapered off, who's made comments, and then if you look down below here, I can see, for instance, who my top contributors are on this particular document, how many comments I've got, and then I can also see there would be a name here, who kind of my top contributors are, how people are contacting them, and so on, and I can see what tags I've got. And then finally, so this is for Pachamenteris, I can see, and again this is by name and picture, who's offered comments, questions, tags, replies, who's asked questions that people have replied to, and so on. So what I'm going to be looking for here is two things. The analytics here give me a really good opportunity to make sense of who's making really good contributions to the class, and so those people will have higher participation grades. But let me just note, it's also not a question of just quantity, it's quality too. So for instance, when I see people are replying, that means they're adding to the learning of other people. When people are asking questions and people are replying to, that tells me something as well. So I'm really looking to see quality-wise who's making positive contributions, who's making comments that are getting upvoted that people think are really helpful and interesting. So part of what I'm really looking for is who's contributing to the overall learning, not just to themselves but everybody else. Now what this means is that once you make a statement that and go back and edit something, that you'll actually want to go back maybe the next day and look at other people's comments and reply to them and so on. So just because you've read it and annotated it, especially if you're one of the first people through, doesn't mean you're done with it. You want to go back and edit along as you go. So those are some of the things I'll be looking at. I've got some good tools, and this means it's less subjective. It means I've got some real data here to look at who's making contributions. If you've got questions about how you're doing, I can run individual reports, and I'd be happy to share those with you. So good luck, and I'll look forward to seeing what you can do from there.